Hello dear children. Last day we have seen about the statement problems that were given in exercise 1.2. I think we have done up to question number 6. Now today we will be dealing with the remaining questions. Hope you are having your textbook with you. Please open up your textbook to take the page where the exercise 1.2 questions are given. Because as and when I read the question, you also should be looking into your books. Now question 7 reads, I am going to take question number 7. Question 7 reads, a merchant had rupees 78,592 with her. So a merchant had rupees 78,592 rupees with her. She had this with her. She placed an order for purchasing 40 radio sets. How many radio sets did she want to buy? She placed order for buying 40 radio sets at rupees 1,200 each. So what is the cost of one radio set? Rupees 1,200 each. Each means each radio set will cost rupees 1,200. How much money will remain with her after the purchase? So she has got so much money with her. She has placed order for buying 40 radios at what rate? At rupees 1,200 for one radio set. So after buying this 40 radio sets, how much money will be there with her? That is a question. Now how you are going to do? At first what you have to find out? Okay, it's given she is having rupees 78,592 with her. Next, what you should find? How many radio sets she is planning to buy? 40. What is the rate of one or cost of one radio set? 1,200 rupees. So what you should find now? Find the cost of 40 radio sets. How will you find cost of 40 radio sets? One radio set costs rupees 1,200. So for 40 radio sets, what would be the cost? 1,200 into 40. This will be the cost of 40 radio sets. She has so much money with her. Now she will have to give this much money. How much? 1,200 into 40. Whatever is that amount, she will have to pay for 40 radio sets. What remains? How will you find that? From this 78,592, you will have to subtract this amount. That is the amount she is paying for 40 radio sets. Is it clear? Okay. Now we will go to question number 8. Let us take question number 8. The question is, a student multiplied 7,236 with 65. The student multiplied 7,236 with 65 instead of multiplying by 56. What is the meaning of that? The student was actually asked to multiply 7,236 with 56 only. But unknowingly, by mistake, the child multiplied 7,236 with 65. Most of us make this mistake. Isn't it? The numbers go this way, that way. Instead of 25, you will do 52. 35, you will do 53. Most of us are born, even me. I too am bound to do this mistake. All of us will be doing it at some point. So here also, the child made a mistake. Instead of multiplying by 56, the child multiplied with 65. The question is, how much was his answer greater than the correct answer? So the correct answer will be what? When you multiply 7,236 with 56. But he multiplied with 65. So his answer will be more. The question is, how much more was his answer? You can do this in two ways. How you will do? First method, you will multiply 7,236 with 65. You will multiply 7,236 with 56. Find the difference. But a hint is given here for us. You do not have to do both the multiplications. So second method we are going to see. How? See, what actually is multiplication? Multiplication is repeated addition. 5 into 4. 5 into 4. What is this 5 into 4 actually? 5 added 4 times. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 is, what is 5 into 4? So 7236 into 56. What is the meaning of that? 7236 added 56 times. That was supposed to be the answer for the child. But the child multiplied 65 times. Means 7236 added 65 times. How many times more did the child add this 7236? How many times more? 56, 65. How many times more? Fine. Just have in your mind. Yes, 9 times. The child added 7236 9 times more. So it is enough that we find the product of 7236 with 9. That will give you the difference between these, multiplying with these two, with 65 and 56. Is that clear? So by how much more was his answer? The answer would be what? 7236 multiplied by 9. Have you understood? One more time should I say? What you will find actually? You are finding what is the difference between these two. Multiply that with the given number. That will give you by how much it is. The answer was more. Clear? Yes. Now we are going to question number 9. The question reads, to stitch a shirt 2 meter 15 centimeter cloth is required. For making one shirt, 2 meter and 15 centimeter cloth is required. Out of 40 meter cloth, you are having 40 meter cloth with you. How many shirts can be stitched? And how much cloth will remain? With this 40 meters, how many shirts can you stitch? After stitching that, will there be any cloth left? That is also the two parts are there for the question. Let us see this. The cloth length is, say, 40 meter cloth. You are having a 40 meter cloth. For making one shirt, you require, say, 2 meter 15 centimeter cloth. Like that, how many? This is the question. How many shirts can you make? Now, see here. Look at these two values. Are they both given in the same unit? Means are both of them given as centimeters or both in meters? No. One is given in meter centimeter and other is given in meters alone. So first what you have to do is convert either one of them to the other unit. It is always easier for us to convert the bigger unit into the smaller unit. Which is bigger here, centimeter or meter? Meter is bigger. So convert the meters to centimeters. Clear? Now what is the relation between meter and centimeter? How many centimeters make 1 meter? 100 centimeters make 1 meter. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So can't we convert this? Let us first convert this 40 meters. 1 meter, 100 centimeter. So what would be 40 meters? 40 into 100. So many centimeters. Same way, 2 meters, 15 centimeter. Leave this 15 centimeter. First let us convert this 2 meters. 1 meter, 100 centimeters. So what would be 2 meters? 2 into 100. 2 into 100 is 200 centimeter. Plus we are having this 15 along with us. So what it would be? 200 plus 15, 215 centimeters. 40 into 100 will be 4000 centimeters. So you are having 4000 centimeters cloth with you. For one shirt you require 215 centimeters. How many shirts can you make? What you should do? You should be doing division. What with what? you divide 4000 with 250 and find out how many shirts you will get. That is, what is the quotient will give you how many shirts. And if there is a remainder, you will do the calculation and find it out. If there is a remainder, what does that indicate? That will be the length of the cloth that is left. After making so many shirts, some cloth maybe will remain. How much is that? That from where you will get? From the remainder. Have you understood this? Always, if you are getting questions like this, try to convert the unit to one single unit. If it is given as two different units. And it is easier for converting bigger ones to smaller. Why? You only have to multiply with 10, 100 or 1000 like that. And multiplying with 10, 100,000, what you will do? You will simply add the zeros. How many zeros are there? You just add along with it, keeping the number the same. Is it clear? Now, one more question we will do. That is question number 11. Now, question 11 reads, the distance between school and house of a student. So, this is house of a student and this is your school. Okay, maybe school building. House and school. The distance between house and school of a student is 1 kilometer 875 meters. 1 kilometer and 875 meters. Every day she walks both ways between her school and home. So morning from home to school she will walk. Evening from school back to home also she is walking. What is the distance between school and home? 1 kilometer and 875 meters. The question is, find the total distance covered by her in 6 days. Just have it in your mind what the question is. Distance between school and home is 1 kilometer 875 meters. She is walking both ways. Morning home to school, evening school to home, both ways she is walking. So from that you get something. What is that? How much distance she is walking each day. How much distance? 1 kilometer 875 meter towards school. School back to home. Again 1 kilometer 875 meters. So total how much distance she is moving? How you can find out? You will add 1 kilometer 875 meter plus 1 kilometer 875 meter, or even you can multiply, or as in the earlier question you can change, you can convert the unit because it is given in kilometer and meter. You can convert the kilometers to meters. What is the relation there between kilometer and meter? How many meters make 1 kilometer? 1000 meters make 1 kilometer. So what is the actual distance in meters here? 1 kilometer means 1000 meter. 1000 plus 875, 1875 meters. See, if you find it difficult for adding or multiplying, keeping two units together, you can go for changing it into one single unit. So 1875 meters she is going home to school. Same thing backward also, from school to home. So total distance travelled in one day will be how much? 1875 plus 1875, or you can multiply with 2. You will get a value. That is the distance she covers in one day. The question is how much distance she covers in 6 days. This is for one day. So for 6 days what you should do? Multiply this value with 6. So much distance she will be travelling in 6 days. After getting your answer, what you are getting will be in meters. If you want, you can convert it into kilometer and meter. So is this clear how to do? So you may write these answers. I have already put in the PPT. You can write it from there. And 2 questions will be for homework. It will be given. Please do the homework and then submit it. It's not necessary that you do it on the same day itself. Time will be given for you to do the homework. Thank you, children.